How does your faith play out on and off the field for you?
I mean, it's something that we actually, a group of us got together today and prayed right before we came here for media day, and not to dive too much into, you know, inner workings of Patriot world and especially some of the believers on our team, but this year our chaplain has challenged us to be glory reflectors. So obviously the Super Bowl is gonna be a lot of glory passed on, whether it's different players or go with this, go with that. But at the end of the day, the real champion is Jesus, and for reasons so much more beyond the little silver trophy that somebody's gonna get on Sunday.
I appreciate your demeanor, man. No, there's a spirit about you that is this calm, but here you are at this worldwide event, man. How does that play out? Like, how do you mix those two in the midst of this?
I think it's just trying to focus on what matters most. And for me being here, it's not that media day is bad, but if you go into it with a kind of maybe a slightly altered, perspective, you can kind of lose track of what matters most in life. And the thing I'm trying as best I can is enjoy this opportunity with my teammates, and just the journey that we've been on throughout this whole year. As the team grows, we go through ups, downs, deal with injuries, deal with disappointment, but also lots of highs at the same time. And just how can we all work together and develop as men.
Jordan, who inspired you to be like you are today?
Man, I've had, whether it started with my parents, but I've in terms of the football world, I've had so many good coaches that have taught me so many things beyond X's and O's and how to run routes and how to cover people, and that's the thing I'm most appreciative for. And along with that, just so many different friends and spiritual kind of mentors that were always there for me to answer the tough questions when I'm searching for identity, questions when I'm searching about one thing or another about God and trying to figure out who God is. And I've whether it's our chaplain now, I had a spiritual advisor while I was at school, and also when I was in high school, middle school, and those people are I owe so much to them.
How about, what would you say to youth that are maybe struggling through some things to encourage them, as they look up to you as like a role model in a positive way?
Man, that's tough. But I think it is just, for me, is continue to chase after people's hearts and getting to know who people are inside, minus the facade of, whatever the backdrop may be, whether it's Super Bowl, whether it's, insert any other event or possible occupation it could be. But get to know people, because people matter. And, the thing is, you want to be authentic with people, and that's the hardest thing, to be vulnerable. But true relationship really, I'd say, blossoms when people are authentic and vulnerable. So just encourage kids to be themselves and to not be afraid about who God made them be.
What did I forget to ask you that's important to you, man?
Shoot, I think we covered it.
Okay.
Talking to the right guys in terms of athletes in action, so I'm good.
Good, man.